What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of My Ultimate Team. This is episode number 57, and today, guys, we start the episode off by buying lots and lots of new players, and as you can tell, we are going to be building a new team in today's episode. Now, I decided to build a Bronze K-League side. One of the reasons is because there's only one Bronze 5-star skiller, and that is Zicu, who's a Romanian who plays in the K-League, so I thought I'd build a new squad and try and get some clips with him, and, it'll be a fitness squad, really, and, where we can just rest some players without having to buy the fitness cards, but I thought it could be quite good, and it could be good fun to play in a new level, really, in the bronze levels instead of always playing in the gold. So we build a bronze K-League side, and it's a 3-5-2, and if you want to see all the players I've brought, well, you can see them here, but if you want to see all the players I've brought and how I'm playing them, and also what the squad looks like on FUT Head, then I'll leave a link to it below. I'll leave a link to my squad, and you guys can rate it or comment if you like, and I think it should be okay. There's some decent players in there. It is a 3-5-2. It's not my preferred formation. I'm a lot more capable in playing 4 at the back, but the wingers are okay. Thiago's got 91 pace, the right midfielder we pick up here. Yeah, 91 pace, and we've also got Zicu, of course, the 5-star skiller up top. Also a player I've used before in Kang So Ill. He's his strike partner. He's got 90 pace. This guy is absolutely incredible. 4-star skills, 3-star weak foot. He's an awesome striker, so he could be just as good as any of the other players in the squad. And of course the last player I picked up was Zicu for 5.8k, so it didn't really cost us that much. It cost us less than 10k, I think, so very cheap squad for a very decent 100 chemistry K-League side. And as you can see, it's pretty decent. Like the centre backs all have plus 70 pace. That right centre back has 80 pace. One of the CDMs we have has 81 long shots and 80 for shot power. And of course, Zico has got 5-star skills, and Kang So Wheel's an absolute monster. So the squad is actually quite good, to be honest. It's not that bad for a bronze side. Bronze sides, we're not going to be playing in the seasons and in the divisions, obviously not. We'll stick to the bronze tournaments and the online single matches. But even so, a lot of bronze squads are very easy to beat if you know how to play against them. But this squad actually looks pretty decent. So a lack of fullbacks is going to be quite bad for us. But the left mid has a high defensive work rate as well as a high attacking work rate. So that could be good for us. And it looks like a pretty decent side. Of course, Zicu only has 48 pace, so that's going to suck. But if you do want to check out all the players and see them in depth, then I'll leave a link to the FUT Head squad, and you guys can check it out. But we tried to get ourselves into the bronze tournament, but unfortunately it just wasn't going to happen. I spent like 20 minutes searching for a game in the bronze tournament, and I just couldn't find one. So with that in mind, we decided to go into the online single matches instead. It's kind of annoying because I don't really want to play single match with this side. I'd prefer to play in the bronze tournament. But unfortunately, it seems like that's going to be impossible. We came against this side to begin the episode with, and to have our first game in the episode, and it was one of those glitches where we couldn't press X. But he had a 4-2-3-1 South Korean side, so just like me, a full K-League side or Korean side. Although it did include the Brazilian striker Wesley up top, who I do know a lot of people using their K-League sides, but he has like 50 for finishing. I don't really think that's going to be good enough. But even so, very decent side. But the first chance would come to us, and it was a header which hit the post, so we almost took the lead. But in the 61st minute, Kang So gets past him out with a fake shot and finds Jung Hyuk. He plays the ball forwards, and some nice passing, finds Kang So. He stops the ball, Scoot turns around one, then the body feint, but the shot is well saved, and Thiago's shot is also just off target. So still 0-0, but we were playing very well, and the guy didn't really threaten me that much in this game. And in the 71st minute, he had another good chance here as he gives the ball away. It comes to Zicu. Zicu chips the ball over the top towards Kang So, and his volley goes over the bar. So still 0-0, but we did have the vast majority of the chances. And in the 73rd minute, another good one for us. Lee Yong breaks from the back, goes down the left hand side, he keeps on going, chips it through towards Zicu. Zicu gets on the ball, stops it with the fake Rabona, keeps on going, then shoots with his weaker right foot, and it just goes wide of the post. So still 0-0 as things stood, but it was only going to be a matter of time before we would score. And in the 87th minute, a corner was crossed in, and Min Sang-yi's header was well saved, and Kang So bundled it over the line at the far post. So 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go. We had the only goal of the game, and that was how the game finished. So we did collect the win by a goal to nil, and as you'll see by the match stats, I completely dominated the guy and I deserved the win. And the fact I only scored 1 was quite a surprise, really. But yeah, we got the win. And I was very pleased to get off to a winning start with this squad, which we won't use very often, and you know, we won't play with it very often, but every now and then we might just drop down to the bronze levels. And like I said, this series is all about having fun, really, not just a challenge, but having fun. And I haven't really been having fun in the past few episodes, so I wanted to try something different and see if I can get the enjoyment factor back. So that's why I built this squad, and hopefully I will be able to do that. But we tried to get ourselves a game in the online single matches, but that seemed to be just as difficult a task as finding a game in the bronze tournaments. But eventually we came against this MLS squad, and a very decent 4-1-2-1-2 bronze squad with a lot of pace in that side, so very decent 100 chemistry side to play against. But the first chance would come in the first few minutes. We had a free kick from an absolute mile out, and I thought I'd give it to Zicu and see if I could score an absolute wonder goal. He ends up levering it with the L1 and circle strike, but the goalkeeper makes the save. It was a routine stop, really, and unfortunately my opponent managed to clear the ball away, and I sped this up because my opponent then decided to quit in the 12th minute, and I don't really understand why, because he wasn't really like playing badly or anything. And I went to the XMB see if he sent me a message. He hadn't. I'd had the majority of I hadn't had the majority of the chance or anything. It was quite a balanced first few minutes, so I'm not really sure why he decided to quit, but there you go. But after that we decided to get ourselves back into another game here. And again, it seemed to take an absolute age before we could find an opponent. It's so frustrating, this is, that we just can't seem to find opponents nowadays. But we came against this side, and he had a decent 4-1-2-1-2 side. Only 85 chemistry, but 3 golds in there, all German as well. Weidenfeller, Kadira, and Closer up top. There was only 2 players in that whole 11 that weren't German. The rest were, so not bad chemistry, really. And of course, Closer, Kadira, and Weidenfeller as golds against the bronze side is going to be quite fearful. But the first chance to come in the 10th minute here. Zicu gets past his man with the Berber spin, goes down the centre, stops the ball with the fake Rabona, then a reverse step over, drags it back and curls it into the top corner. So Zicu, as I said, he's going to be hard to get clips for, because although he's got 5-star skills, he's only got 48 pace, so that's going to be kind of annoying. But even so, he can't even break through on one-on-ones, which is so annoying. But even so, I decided to just stop the ball with the fake Rabona there, drag it back after a reverse step over, and it was a nice finish as well. So it's not a lovely skill goal or anything, but it's still got a couple of nice skill moves in there, so that's always quite nice. And the finish was good as well. So Zicu gets the goal, and we go 1-0 up here, and that was a good finish past Weidenfeller. So 1-0 to us. And in the 38th minute, we get the ball down the right-hand side after my opponent gives the ball away. It comes to our man, he chips the ball, but Weidenfeller makes the save, and it is still 1-0 as things still, so we couldn't make it 2-0 here, and the ball eventually goes out for a goal kick. So still a goal up in this game. We're playing quite well. In the 54th minute, we get the ball with Hwang Il-Su. He rolls the ball forward to Kang, so Il plays it back to the number 7, goes down left-hand side, chips it in, and Ziku's bicycle kick is well saved. So still 1-0 as I was searching for that second goal, and the ball comes to Lee Yong. Here he finds Choi Hyun Tae. I'm going to be making so many mistakes with these pronunciations, but the ball comes to Young Hyuk anyway. He plays the ball forward towards Thiago. Thiago gets past his man. Really good chance. His shot is well saved. It deflects off the defender and goes into the back of the net. So unfortunately for my opponent there, he didn't get the luck after Weidenfeller made the save. It deflected off his defender and went into the back of the net. But the reality was I was playing so well, and it was only a good matter of time for it to even score a third goal. And we did score it from the 70th minute here. Kang Swil got his header to the corner, and that made it 3-0. So 70 minutes in. We were 3-0 up and cruising to victory, so that was pretty decent. We looked like we were going to be on our way to 2 wins from 2 legitimate games, if you will, and that was quite nice. But from the kickoff, he gives the ball away. We win the ball and we play it out wide to Zicu. Zicu gets past one with the scoop turn, then the heel-to-heel flick, then a reverse step over, bears down on goal, but his shot is well saved by Weidenfeller. He tips the ball onto the post. That would have been a nice goal to wrap the game off, but even so, like I said, the pace was the problem there. He'd already got caught out by the defenders, so I had to take the shot from outside the area. But still, he won the game by 3-0. A nice little goal by Zico in there, and we won the game. That's the most important thing, and that means we've played 2 legitimate games, and we've won them both. So we deserve to win. The guy was quite a poor player, no disrespect to him, but we deserved to win, really. And we then came into our final game here against this side. It was a decent 4-4-2 side, 100 chemistry, English bronze side, very decent players, although funny enough only one player from the Premier League. That was Curtis Obeng at right back. The side looked quite good, but it did look like a winnable squad. But the first chance would come in the 8th minute to us. Thiago gets past him out with a fake shot and finds Zicu. Nice little ball through the gap to find Thiago with his 91 pace, goes down the right hand side, chips it in, and Kang Soo-il wins the header. This guy has got some very, very decent physical stats, not only for his pace but also for jumping and strength as well. So good finish by Kang Soo-il, and that made it 1-0. And from kickoff here, my opponent plays the ball out wide towards Symington, who plays the ball into Togwell. He tried to get a feel for this ball in the game, was passing the ball around a lot, but he just couldn't seem to keep hold of possession, and when he gives the ball away here, we win it. Thiago gets onto it, gets past his man, a bit fortunately as Rig plays the ball away out for a throw in, but from the front we take it really quickly as the ball bounces towards Thiago here. Thiago gets on the ball, throws it in as quickly as possible, loops it towards the centre as Junkie Yuck plays it forward, and eventually we go down the left hand side. Nice little ball over the top towards Su at the far post there, who crosses the ball in, and Kang Sua wins the header and makes it 2-0, and straight from that my opponent decided to quit, which is kind of annoying, but even so we've played quite well from starting with this squad, and things are looking good, and this squad could be quite fun to play with as just a little bit of a laugh every now and then, and to get some fitness back from our main two squads. But as always guys, big thank you for watching the episode. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the episode, please leave a like. Don't forget the squad is on FUT Head, and the link's in the description if you want to check it out, and I'll see you for the next episode of my Ultimate Team very soon.